3:33 as promised. It's time for our Norman Sportsline program here today. And without further ado, great to have Stewie Lloyd, I was going to say back in studio, but I don't know if we've ever actually done this before.
I think we did last time I was here, Rob. We came in and I had a little chat about what was going on. That's a couple of years ago now. So
how could I forget that?
Well, I guess sometimes you can slip up, but I got a good memory, eh?
No, you do.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Listen, it's very exciting. Roller Goodwin Hockey Tournament, of course, I was with you, and I got the chance to actually play in my first one last year in Winnipeg. That was a lot of fun. They did a nice job. But there's always something special when it comes back to Flin Flon, isn't there?
Yeah, it's everybody wants to play, Rob. We could get, oodles and noodles of teams. And this year we got Clayton Evans bringing a team of Bombers back. Carl Johnson bringing a team of Bombers back. And we have the Doughboys and they're the Flock Bakery bunch. And it's just a great all-around town. Great. It's great. And this year we've decided to implement a new thing. We're having a 15-over division. And I'm interested in anybody who's over 50 who wants to get back into playing, because we're going to throw our names in a hat, and we're having 3 ice slots, and we're just going to go and play the best we can and have some fun.
How many you got in the 15-over division?
I got 25 signed up right now, Rob, and there's a few guys that say they're iffy. They're not sure if they're going to be here, but, don't have to know till the last minute, actually. So if you're really interested, and you want to know in advance, let me know in advance, fine. If you can't, let us know just day of the game.
Sounds good to me. And, I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm not sure if you can answer this or not, but how long, is it over 30 years that this has been going?
Yeah, well over 30. It's got to be 35 to 36 or something. I remember going to my first one in the mid-70s in Winnipeg, and I played there, and I played one in Edmonton about 10 years later. And, yeah, it's been going for quite a while. And actually it used to be very, very competitive, but now it's kind of lax. But one year we had the fathers and son play. Now we're going to try 15 over. I know things going to get people to play, and have some fun and come out and visit and get down to the rink and see these guys, and we're having a beer garden and stuff. We're going to have a social with a dinner and a dance and everything, and we're going to have a silent auction for all the guys that are going to be playing, and all the family members, would like to see them out and have a great time.
You mentioned family members, and I remember when I came back to town in '97, that seemed to be kind of the theme then. It was an opportunity for fathers to play with sons, grandfathers to play with, with grandkids and stuff, and it was really interesting. They really wanted to get that real family feel to it, and I guess it's kind of evolved in a few different directions, but all in all, I know the Crones are putting a team together. I know that Scott Davidson and his family used to put teams in right on down the line, but that was kind of a real theme that they shifted off there to. I thought the mid-'90s that started. Yeah,
well, you have to have something different. Like every year, if you add something, and take away something, and you make it more interesting in any way you possibly can. A lot of guys at one time said, gee, I'd love to play with my kid, and we thought, well, why not? Why not have a fathers and son, if you want to play, and make it non-competitive really, and and now this year we have the 3 divisions. We have the family with the Doughboys and the Causeys Pros and stuff like that, and then we have a competitive division with some great players like Tanner's Rocks and Rytesky's got a team in, Kreitzer's Critters and Amos and Johnson, and then they will have the 15-over division, which some real guys that really want to play or, skate on your ankles, who cares? I can't catch you anyway, so no problem.
Just come out and have fun. Let me throw this at you. What makes this tournament, or this, I guess you really can't call it a tournament, what makes this weekend so popular? Why is it so successful? What's the secret of this whole thing?
Well, I think it's because a lot of people come back to Flin Flon, and more so now than ever, I think, because a lot of people, their parents had cabins and they used to come to the lake, and now their parents maybe are gone, and the kids have the cottage now, and their kids and the grandchildren and everything. So we're getting more and more people coming back, and I think people love to just do something, meet somebody you haven't seen in a while. Like you go to the rink and you can run into somebody you haven't seen for 10 or 15 years and don't even realize where they're living anymore, and you can make a real connection, and it's a good thing.
You've been involved with this for how long now? No, you played it in the mid-'70s, but you're kind of on the organizing committee.
I played a few years,
now.
and then I've been the last 10 or so, I think I've had my own little team in there with a bunch of guys that we just get together and it's had some fun, but now we're getting at that age that we just can't catch these young guys, so we thought 15 over is the place for us, and that's what's happening.
Listen, I was looking over your list of teams there, and I didn't see Brent Lethbridge's team in there. What's going on with that?
Well, we had deadline on when teams could come in, and we had guys lined up from last year and everything else, and so all of a sudden we're full. Like we were full within no time, and I mean it's a shame that you can't get everybody possible to play, but when we put the 15 over division in, we had to at least drop 2 teams. So otherwise it's usually a 12-team tournament, but we thought we definitely want 50 and over because guys are tired, like I say, of chasing young guys around, and that's just the way it happened.
Because I tell you what, with him not playing, I don't know if I'd want to be an enemy to him around town.
Well, he could play in the 50 and over if he chooses, but I mean, enemies are enemies, can't bring it to the rink with you, that's for sure.
He could be very dangerous around town, though. He's one of those guys that you just never, you just don't know when he's going to go off.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be careful of him for sure. Maybe I should cross the street when I see him. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't know. I'm just saying, dude. I just couldn't help but not notice his name on the list, and he's of course been a big. He's been a big supporter of the event.
For years, and I don't know why he isn't playing. Maybe he's on a team, and I don't know. So. Yeah, Brent, if you want to play 50 and over, come on. You might be on the same team, and you can look after me.
And with the banquet coming up, are you also offering maybe if he'd like to come sing a few songs? Is that open as well? Or?
Well, we have the Unusual Suspects playing, so I don't know if they would really want to be upstaged by somebody else. But if they want to come and if they ask the Usual Suspects if they could sing a tune, well, that's fine with me.
If he rushes the stage, do we have security to...
Well, yeah, we have some big fellas out there, so I'd be careful.
You better ask permission, Brent, if you're in the listening audience today. Just don't rush the stage. Anything you'd like to add, Stewie? Obviously, are you getting a lot of feedback on this?
No, I think that's about it, and I just like to remind all the guys about the 50 and over. Please sign up, and all the guys or teams that have got a team in, please get back to me as soon as possible about social tickets, because we do have to let the caterer know well in advance so that we get enough plates and everything else and get enough tables set up and everything, because it is a big job, whether people think or not, like last minute. No, we need to know in these 3 or 4 days in advance, and I would really appreciate it if the team reps would get back to me as soon as possible.
Okay, we got 12 teams in, and one of those teams is going to be in the 50 and over division, like you mentioned.
Yeah, there will be 2 teams, for sure. Yeah, because we have 25 guys. If we get more, or if we get 40 guys, we'll make 3 teams. But we have the ice slots and so if we have to get minimum amount of guys, we'll just play one game and maybe throw the names in a hat and regroup again and go at it again.
And if they want to get involved, they call you?
That's right. 687-6905.
And like you said, a good response so far. There's still time, but don't wait till the last minute.
Don't wait till the last minute, for goodness sake, please. Thanks.
And Stewie, I appreciated playing on your team last year. I admired the strategy you went in. You looked at our team on paper. I don't think a lot of people expected lots from us, but I think we surprised a lot of people, and in good ways last year in Winnipeg.
Oh, I think we did too. Yeah, I thought they were just going to walk all over us, and we had some pretty good games, and we were tight. And like this year, I noticed I had a few calls at who's Rob Hart going to play for, because he's quite a scorer. And I said, well, listen, he's like the up for bids. You like to have to talk to him. So, Rob, I don't know, you got a contract going for this, or
no? I'm playing for you. Hey, I stick with the guys that have supported, even in the lean times. I stick with even when I wasn't scoring and doing things. I was still getting ice time. I won't forget that.
Well, there you go. That's when we need honesty in the game. Like not these guys in the NHL that ship for $110 million. I might too if I had the chance. But anyway, thanks. I'm glad you're playing with us, Rob, and it's going to be a great time.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's always special when it comes back to Flin Flon.
Very special, and I hope a lot of the people come down to the rink, and you're going to see some people like I say. Clayton Amos is bringing Team X Bombers, and so is Carl Johnson, and there'll be just a lot of people in town at that time. Get down to the rink. We have a beer garden. You can sit outside and enjoy it, or go in the rink and talk to people, have a coffee, hot dog, whatever you please. But please come down.
Thanks for doing this, Stewie.
Well, thank you, Rob. I appreciate the time, and I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I'm just pumped. So we'll see you on the long weekend.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.